Today's day 4 of 100 days making comics and day 8 of 20 to 24 pages in 1 month. Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is Gibran. Yeah, today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to basically have a bitch session about PayPal because they've done nothing today but aggravate me. And basically, earlier this evening I got up. Oh, I've got up now. Earlier this evening we went to go check some stuff out on my PayPal account, see what our balance was because we needed to spend some money. And there had been suspicious activity on my PayPal account. And for some reason, it had an older number in my PayPal account. And I didn't get it, so I couldn't log in. And I couldn't change my password because of that. Well, I could. I couldn't. What I wanted to do, though, is I could change the password, but I had to go around the phone number to do it and get some verification code. And the issue I had, how would I say that, was I called up there because I really didn't want to change the password because I got this list of passwords, right? A password list. Because I've got quite a few passwords. I'm sure all of y'all have the same thing. You'll have quite a few passwords if you're messing with PayPal and you're messing with eBay, and then you have like a few other accounts that you have passwords with. Well, I have a couple of eBay accounts and stuff. So I've got a password list, and I don't like really changing the passwords unless I have to because it's just a pain in the butt. So I was like, I'm going to call customer service and see if I can keep my password and see if I can get them to unlock the account in another way. And so I get on the phone with them, and I can't really understand the lady. I'm not mad about that. It's whatever. I got a southern accent, and I know I mumble, so I know I'm hard to understand too. But this lady starts asking me verification questions. And one of the questions was when I lived in Tacoma, Washington, and she gave my address. She says, like, what vehicle did you own? And she wanted to name off some vehicle models, and I was supposed to guess. Not guess, excuse me. I was supposed to tell them what vehicle I owned, right? Well, she starts reading off stuff like MXP 35122, or was it R71399? And it's like, ma'am, that's not models of vehicles that you're reading to me. What you're reading to me is that the VIN numbers or the license plate numbers? I'm a little confused. And she kept going, it's the model of the vehicle. It's the model of the vehicle. And it's like, no, ma'am. A model of a vehicle is like Civic. The manufacturer would be Honda. The model would be a Civic. Or Chevrolet Suburban. Suburban would be the model. And she acted like I didn't know what I was talking about. And I was like, well, I can't answer these questions because that doesn't make any sense. And so she went to the next question, and I couldn't understand what she was talking about. And she wanted to know what city I didn't live in. But it was just the way she was saying stuff. It was just so impossible to understand what she was saying. And so I finally was like, look, ma'am, I'm not trying to be rude. I can't understand you. Is there any way I could talk to somebody else? And she started going, she's like, sir, I'm dealing with you very professionally. And it's like, I'm not saying you're not, but between the language, the accent barrier we're having between each other, this isn't working. Can I talk to your supervisor? And then finally, once I said supervisor, boy, she was like really, really trying to do stuff because I think she thought she was going to get in trouble. But it was like, I want to talk to your supervisor because I can't understand what you're saying to me. And you're reading stuff off that doesn't make sense. And these are verification questions so I can get back into my PayPal. And so I can spend some of this money that's in there. And finally, I just was like, went around her and just changed the password. But at that point in time, I was like, well, I'm going to talk to your supervisor because I want to know what the deal was with those questions. And I get on the phone with the supervisor, and I sit on the phone for 20 minutes with him, and he doesn't say anything to me but, okay, yeah, okay, And I'm just sitting there quiet. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then finally I'm like, hey, man, you're not really saying much. You're supposed to be answering my questions. I asked you a few questions, and you just kept saying, okay, Are you reading something? What are you doing? And he just sits there and goes, And then after about 20 minutes of this, I was like, so this isn't going to go anywhere? And he goes, unfortunately, and I cut him off and I go, what, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to help me? Is that what you're fixing to say? And he's like, doesn't say anything. And he goes right back to, okay. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to play this with you, man. What's the deal? And for about another 5-10 minutes, that happens. And he finally goes, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to help you. And so that's when I go, really? Well, can I get your name? And he goes, Mike? And I'm like, I don't think your name's really Mike, dude. And he's like, oh, it is. That's my middle name. And I'm like, okay. Well, Mike, I can't get your last name? And he's like, oh, I'm not allowed to give that out. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, do you have a supervisor? He's like, well, I'm going to have to let you go. I was like, no, you're not letting me go. You can't just hang up on me. I'm not cussing at you. And I know how this works. As long as I can keep from cussing at you, you're stuck on the phone with me. Well, I'm going to let you, like, no. Go ahead and kick me up to your supervisor. Kick me up to your supervisor. And I get on the phone with the supervisor. And he's a really nice guy. And he helps me, do a few things I still need to do to my page. And one of them was change the number. Because for some reason, my phone number in the middle of all this went back to an old number I had when I was in Tacoma, Washington. Well, I live in Florida nowadays. And I have a Florida phone. And I just find it weird that was changed. I didn't understand. I was like, well, maybe that's the suspicious activity. Which they couldn't ever tell me what the suspicious activity was or anything like that either. Which is cool. Whatever. But so I'm like, I'm going to change my phone number. I need to change it back. So I changed my phone number to this phone number again. And I was like, oh, we get everything taken care of. I'm like, yeah, I'm back in the account. Good enough. I hang up a phone with him. And my wife's like, well, we never ran out. Let's go ahead and run out. And I'm like, okay. And for some reason, I was like, I'm going to go open up my PayPal account one more time. And I go to open my PayPal account, and it's locked again due to suspicious activity. And now there's no phone number at all. So I can't get it unlocked. So I have to go back and call customer service yet again. And now they're telling me it's a 2-hour and 20-minute wait before I'm going to talk to a representative again. Oh my goodness. So it looks like today may be spent dealing with PayPal. But that's really about all I got for the day, guys. I got to get off this phone before I start cussing and start raising hell. Because I am so mad that I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing bad. But I'm pissed off, man. And it's like I haven't gotten anywhere with anybody. I finally got one guy to kind of help me out. I've put all this information in, and now the whole page is locked down. And I don't know. It's wild. But I tell you what, I'm about done with PayPal. So, y'all have a good one, guys. Give me a comment if you got something to say. If you want to yell at me, tell me how much you love PayPal. Or give me a like or subscribe. I'd appreciate it. It's good talking to all y'all. And the last thing is, man, all those comments I got recently on the video, wow, I'm just blown away, man. Some of the guys that came and said stuff. I really appreciate it. You'll have a good one, guys. Talk to y'all tomorrow. One last update, guys. My wife has managed to get my PayPal account back open. Thank goodness for her. Later, guys. Y'all have a good one.